Hello there, this is a quick overview of the alpha version of the structure generator pack I am releasing today. If you would like to see how to install this pack, there is a link in the description below, or you can find it on my channel. And similarly, if you want a more extensive overview of this pack, there is another link to a much longer version of this. However, for now, let's talk about the basic features of this structure pack. So, the structure pack generates structures as you load the world in. Every chunk that loads will randomize for 3 types of structures: sky structures, ground structures, and, if I can find one for demonstration purposes, underground structures too. Eventually I will be splitting ocean structures away from being considered ground structures, but for now those are technically considered ground structures. Anyway, between these 3 types of structures, you can have ones with multiple rooms, you can have loot randomized, and they can be extensive, massive dungeons, if so you please. They can also spawn in somewhat interesting locations, such as this tower at the bottom of a ravine right next to a mushroom biome that I've added in, which is also somehow at the bottom of this same exact ravine. I would say stuff like that looks cool. Seems a bit random that it just happens to be amazing like that for a video, but that's the wonders of such a pack like this. The world feels a little more alive. And as you can see in the tutorial video, you can even adjust the frequency of these towers so they're not completely all over your map, or there could be even more if you want. The possibilities are there for you to enjoy. Monsters spawn in, which monsters also spawn in with random attributes now, unlike the previous video I did of this. That took a little bit of work to get working, but I'm happy that it does work now. And that really is about it. The pack works. it just works. Now, there are some limitations of the pack, such as, for instance, teleporting to new chunks. It will not be able to quote-quote follow you. It only works if chunks are loaded connected to already loaded chunks. And that also unfortunately means that it does not work through the Nether. Nether travel in general has not been added to the pack. There is a little workaround. For instance, if I go into the Nether from here really quick, give me a second, I need to slowly build a nether portal. And I swoop on in. Obviously, I will not find any structures inside the nether yet. It is possible for this pack to work in the nether. I just haven't figured out a way to get it to automatically begin spawning them in the nether. That is a limitation I talk more in the extended video. So if I fly very far off, this should be a good few hundred blocks in the overworld, maybe even over 1,000, and for some reason, the Nether has decided to eat my frame rates. Let's get on out of here as quickly as possible before my computer seemingly dies. Not even any structures there, and the frame rates are going. I guess that's a good example that my computer... It's not a good example of how well the pack runs. Anyway, in new chunks, yeah, you'll see there aren't any fresh structures out here. The map itself decided it wanted to spawn some interesting things, such as a pyramid on the side of a river, and a village right next to my portal spawn. However, none of my structures are loaded. And the workaround, and you will see this in the tutorial on how to install it, is you use the start command in the corner of a chunk, just the same as you would first installing the pack, and doing it here, it works like a charm, just like it did previously. And this will not interrupt once you work your way back to existing chunks. It will not start overwriting those existing chunks, so that's all safe. However, the game will apparently have flying zombies occasionally as it works on loading things in weirdly. I should note also that it is not limited to render distance, which I just realized I made the mistake of presenting this video with a render distance higher than I usually play, which means the game is going to run worse for me. My computer can't really handle the game running at even 16 chunk render distance, so keep that in mind, that you may have similar issues of high render distances processing very slowly if your computer already struggles with them. That should be about it for the general overview of the general features in a pack such as this, and the general limitations you need to watch out for. Again, if you want to see more details, I will talk more in the extended video. I will also probably talk more clearly about certain things, as I'm trying not to make this video go on too long. Anyway, I hope you watch the other video. If you want to work on structures for this pack, again, I highly recommend watching the other video. And, yeah, see you later. Enjoy the pack, I guess. Or don't. It's up to you.